Thank you.
Sharjah unfortunately lost the toss, batting first. Happy with the decision?
We would have loved to bowl first, but yeah, we're batting first, so no issues with that.
You've had a mixed bag of a tournament. What are the changes you've made when you're playing up against a side like Sharjah?
Yeah, a few changes today. Arsalan comes in, Zainullah comes in, so we strengthen our bowling and batting. Hopefully we get a good result today.
What do you make of the surface?
Looks like a good batting wicket. Looks nice and dry today. Hopefully put some runs on the board and restrict them.
Thank you very much. Give us a good game.
Thank you.
The news from the centre, it's Team Sharjah who have won the toss and they've opted to bowl first.
Thank you very much, Double R. So there you have it. It is Sharjah who have won the toss and elected to bowl first. So let's take a look at the Emirates Reds batting lineup. Abdul Ghaffar, the star all-rounder. Ali Asghar Shams, left arm orthodox, under 19. Aslan Ahmed, Mohammad Farazuddin, Mohammad Shahdad, the two all-rounders will be key. Nawodia Vijaya Kumara, the Sri Lankan all-rounder. Taimur Ali, he's having a below-par tournament, needs to find his feet ASAP. Usaid Amin has been pretty good with the bat. Zainullah Khan will be expected to provide the fireworks in the power play. And Zawar Farid, very experienced UAE all-rounder as well. For Sharjah, Ali Shan Sharifu, of course, the superstar in the side. Then you have Awais Ali Shah. Fatur Rahman, the 14-year-old, gets yet another game in the D10. Hamid Khan, Ibrahim Masood, the leggy. Irfan Yusufzai, Khalid Shah skippering the side. Mudit Agarwal, Nurullah Ayyubi, Tahir Zaman, and left arm Seema. Wasim Akram completes their side. Just to update you on the stats of the D10 so far. Most runs in the tournament. Mayank Chaudhary has been brilliant. The Fujairah captain, 202 runs in just 7 innings. Look at that average. Look at that strike rate. Rohan Mustafa, the champion all-rounder as per usual, leading the charts for Abu Dhabi, 184 runs to his name. Ronak Poloni and Ali Abid are having good tournaments for their respective sides as well. And Dania Liaquat, playing a middle order role for Sharjah, has had a blinder of a tournament as well so far, and outstanding strike rate as well. But in terms of the wicket takers, like I mentioned earlier, Abdul Ghaffar has been brilliant for Emirates Reds. 10 wickets in 7 matches. Economy rate is pretty good as well. Keshav Sharma, the left-arm spinner for Fujairah, has done well. Muhammad Irfan, the speedster for Team Dubai, 9 wickets in 8 games. And we have Wahab Hassan, another excellent bowler, left-arm orthodox for Dubai, doing well. And Zishan Nasir, 3 Dubai bowlers in the top 5. So they've showed great progress, especially in the bowling department. So all in readiness. Emirates Reds desperately need a few wins under their belt, but it will certainly not be easy against the high-flying Sharjah side playing at home. They've got a lot of firepower in their bowling in particular. So let's see if Emirates Reds can post a decent score. Maybe 110, 115 could allow them to put Sharjah under pressure. The batting has been their Achilles heel. The bowling has been decent in patches, especially because of Abdul Ghaffar. Overall, the batting has not clicked consistently enough at all, and they certainly will be challenged. Bright, breezy early start here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Remember, 4 matches every day, and we are playing non-stop till the end of the month, so it's going to be a lot of action, non-stop action, that is, at the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10, powered by Fancode. The 2 officials emerging out there, and we are waiting for the Emirates Reds batters. They have not been able to settle on an opening combo. From my vantage point, I can see Zawar Farid will be opening. Who will be alongside him? Yes, it will be Zainullah Khan. So plenty of quality in these batters, but will they be able to apply themselves? That is the key. Can they use the dimensions of the ground against Sharjah? Like Mudassar Ali mentioned, from the Bukhadir end, aka the Combox end, it is the shorter leg side boundary. Just about 60 odd meters is that hit. So if they can maximize that, if they can latch onto a few, there are runs to be had. And we've seen this wicket number 1 here at the center square is playing quite well, was chock full of runs. We saw 120 being chased yesterday, 158 posted earlier in the tournament as well, the highest score of the D10. So if you apply yourself, if you lock in, there are runs to be had. Not much assistance for the bowlers. Perhaps for the seamers there is some early swing, but other than that, the spinners have really struggled. So you need to get your ends right. If you're a spinner, you want to be bowling from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. And for the seamer, you can afford to bowl from the Bukhatir end. with that bigger offside boundary. Don't let them drag the ball onto the onside. So Sharjah slowly but surely emerging out there in the middle. It's a busy day for Emirates Reds and it's a busy day for Ajman. Can they make some progress on the points table? Time will tell. We are into the second half of the tournament for most of these teams. And the onus is on them to get their ship right. Otherwise, they could be on the outside looking in. 7 teams competing for a top 4 spot. Then we have the finals day with the 2 semi-finals on the 31st and the grand finale later in the evening. Of course, you can watch all the action of the 76 Presents Emirates D10 on the Fancode app in India and the Sports Eye Facebook page and YouTube channel. Plenty of buzz, plenty of interest as per usual for all these domestic D-Series events in the UAE. And so many superstars have been discovered, the likes of Saghir Khan, Mohammad Zohaib, who went on to debut for the UAE recently versus Bangladesh. Haider Ali comes to mind as well. So certainly, when you perform at this platform, you will be rewarded with a call up to the big show. Zawar Farid, 85 runs in his 7 innings so far. Quality player, but he's been below par. Was struggling yesterday with a bit of a side strain or a cramp in his lower back. Zainullah, just his 3rd innings. He is certainly a go-getter. Will need to apply himself here. Hot, stifling conditions, and it's going to be left-arm orthodox. So where's Ali Shah? He's had a quiet tournament so far. Only 3 wickets to his name, so he'll be looking to get among the wicket takers here. Long off and a square leg in position. Skewed in the air, but it's hit well enough to clear the mid-on and clear the fence for a boundary. Positive start here for the Reds. Slightly overpitched, and Zawar Farid cashed in with glee. Yeah, just sitting up nicely outside off. And a decent enough connection. Not quite out of the middle, but good enough. Oh, beautifully bowled. Look at that turn and drift. Mudit Agarwal is the stand-in wicket keeper. Polite inquiry to the leg umpire, but I think Zawar is A-OK. Great comeback delivery. That is what you have to do. Flight the ball. Won't be a lot of purchase with the new seat, but you need to mix it up.
No run there.
Forcing drive straight to Khalid Shah, who has been relieved of the wicket-keeping duties, and lovely gesture from him to send out young Mudit Agarwal for the toss, giving that youngster that self-belief that you are a key member of the side. A very ugly-looking heave across the line from Zawar. Need to play the ball on merit. He's just been caught in 2 minds too often in this D10. No single there. It was straight to that cover point, who's a few yards in off the circle. Calling has to be absolutely precise.
Oh!
Well, in the end, Awais Ali Shah has come back beautifully in this over. Only 4 conceded off the first ball. Emirates Reds 4 for no loss. Young all-rounder Tahir Zaman will be given the new ball. He's had a quiet tournament so far, but very highly rated from all the feedback I'm getting from the players. They say he's a bright talent for the future. Tall, strapping young man. Can strike the ball clean. We've seen in a few instances. And likes to operate with the new ball. Let's see if he can get it right. Taking a look at the field setup, there is a deep point in position. And there is a deep square leg to the extreme right of your screen towards that shorter boundary that Mudassir mentioned. So they've got their bowling strategies right, I feel, with the seamers operating from the Bukhatir end. Punchy drive and past the mid-on. Beautifully done by Zainullah. Complete command, complete authority on that thumping on drive. Pitch is certainly looking good. Wasn't a bad delivery on a length, but that was well struck. Stepping out of his crease, creating his own length, and right out of the sweet spot. He is a go-getter in the power play, Zainullah Khan, that is for sure. Oh, inside edge. Once again trying to force on the onside. That was pitched up outside off. You should have been looking to drive through extra cover. Sometimes with the young batters in the pursuit of quick runs, especially in the D10 format, you tend to go back to your muscle memory. Try to swing towards the onside, cow corner, mid-wicket, square leg. It's about maintaining your shape. It's about maintaining your balance and playing the ball on merit. Hit your boundary shots towards the area that it deserves. Mid-wicket in place now in the circle. Oh, full toss. They will scramble. But he'll be kicking himself for missing out on that one. We have seen that in the D10 this season. A lot of miscues of the full tosses. Maybe the windy conditions here, or just not anticipating that you'll be able to get those hittable balls. So far, a decent over from Tahir Zaman. No change in the field for Zawar. Oh, that looks close. Maybe sliding down leg. Oh, there could be a run out. Trying to sneak a single, and Zawar Farid's expression says it all. This could be a disastrous own goal from Emirates Reds. Great game awareness from Sharjah. Let's take a look here. He was unsighted. Lucky to survive that, to be quite honest. Maybe sneaking down leg. Zainullah, well, yes, no, maybe Zawar called him through. And great stuff from Awais Ali Shah. Coming across from short mid-wicket, fielding the ball, eagle-eyed, direct hit. And Zawar Farid has been the cause of his own demise. Very poor. Reds are 9 for 1. Usaid Amin coming in at number 3. Quality all-rounder. He's been one of the few silver linings in the dark clouds for Emirates Reds. He's been batting quite well. Good numbers. Best of 48. Can he produce an innings here? Well, Zainullah Khan will be feeling the pressure now. Nicely chopped away. That's much more like it. Placed the full toss. And he's done exactly that through cover point for 4. Did not look to slog. Did not look to go across the line. Just a check square drive. Beautifully played. And on this outfield, you have absolutely no chance. It's like a snooker table. Beautiful. So like I was stating earlier, the onus is on this youngster to do well. Having run out his opening partner. Not really his fault. Beautiful delivery. A bit of kick off the surface. So in the end, not a bad power play session for Sharjah. 13 for 1. So 13 for 1. No sign of the floating power play. And once again, Emirates Reds are in the doldrums here, Shoaib Ahmed.
Good afternoon, Ahmed. Yes, not the best of starts, and it has been a very struggling affair for Emirates Red, especially with the bat. I think the bowling has been okay, but the batting has been a big concern. And there's been a big question mark on the run scoring ability, especially in this format for Emirates Reds.
Yeah, as per the names on the team sheet, they're all quality players, regular performers on the domestic circuit. They've just not been able to create that chemistry between the side for some reason. Meanwhile, Awais Ali Shah will continue to close out his spell. Well, Wasim Akram, the fine leg fielder, he's just struggling. Might be having a bout of nausea or maybe some dizziness. It is a very, very hot afternoon. No breeze to provide some relief. So he's just walked off the field here. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe get some Panadol or something to set himself right. Get some fluids in. Excellent arm delivery and well watched by Usaid to get off the mark. Shoaib, I'm sure you've had your days in the sun here playing for your club side. Describe the feeling of playing in this kind of heat.
Oh, it's unimaginable. I mean, you need to have that kind of passion, which clearly we've lost over the years, you and me. But yeah, it takes a lot. It's draining. At least the consolation is that it's a 10-over game. But again, the shorter the format, the higher the intensity out there in the middle. And it is equally draining and challenging.
Oh, absolutely. It's a fast-paced game. The D10 tempo is relentless. Either you have to bat quickly, bowl quickly. There's a short innings break. Not much time to think about your innings. You have to be out there.
Get it!
Up and over extra. That's a clean blow. And beats the long off. Decent effort by Ibrahim Masood. But just couldn't get around. It's another boundary.
Good looking shot there. Inside out. And playing it up and over. Extra cover. There's always a big gap on offer, but you need to execute that shot. Well, it's a high risk shot. He leaned into that one and played it comfortably in the end.
Very nicely done by Zainullah. He is a clean striker of the ball. And he's gotten off to a start, importantly. Call is for 2. That is a deep extra. And it's a long throw.
Back up!
Should make it in time. Not much turn on offer on this wicket for sure.
Yeah, last few days we've seen the same wicket being used. And it's gotten a little slow, a little low. But no spin on offer. This is darted. And it's gone through the gates, inside edge, as it reaches the fine leg fence for 4.
Mixing up his pace there, Awais Ali Shah. That was darted in. Caught Zainullah by surprise. But the good old-fashioned French cut. The most productive shot in the game. It has a strike rate of 400. And sometimes 600. If the bowler is quick enough. So not bad. Decent progress. Remember, they still have the floating power play. The question is, when will Abdul Ghaffar come into bat for Emirates Reds? He has been the destructor in chief. Can Zainullah prolong this innings? Well watched and well played. Misfield will allow them to pick up a couple. Frustration for Awais Ali Shah. None for 17 on the day. 26 for 1 after 3 are Emirates Reds. Floating power play. Good intent shown here. And why not when you have a set opener? And a bit of a surprise, it will be Tahir Zaman to bowl that floating power play over. So they're trusting the young fast bowler to get it right. Taking a look at the field. Long on and deep square leg in position. Usaid, I mean, he is particularly strong on the offside. Favors that cut shot. So any width on offer, you will be carted. Tahir Zaman, be careful. Well driven, but straight to the fielder. Missed out there, Usaid Amin.
Yeah, good looking shot there. Well timed by Usaid, but finds the fielder. Gets a single. The good part about this innings for Reds is that they've got wickets in hand. Normally you've seen them lose wickets early in the innings and then the pressure is on the middle and the lower order. But today, at least Zainullah and Usaid have managed to not give away their wicket.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a procession, you're right. Oh, excellent Yorker. I think it's just the bat hitting the turf there. But certainly that Yorker caught Zainullah by complete surprise.
Yeah, again, signs that Zainullah is not his fluent self. Look at that. Just full delivery, but completely misses that. And also notice his back leg. It moves and it comes forward. That shows that he's not very confident. And he's not in a good run of form. Hopefully that can change. But clearly he seems to be struggling.
Long off, long on in position now. Top edge, balloons over the wicketkeeper. Mudit, can you get there? Hamid Khan, and neither could. A streaky boundary.
Yeah, top edge for Zainullah. He's lucky. Could have gone anywhere. This one balloons over the wicketkeeper Mudit. Hamid giving the chase. But the ball winning the race eventually.
Yeah, he was always going to take a chance with the two fielders set straight. And he's broken his bat there. So further damage done.
Yeah, just coming back to the point there. It just chipped off from the top. And again, that tells you that he's not been able to middle the ball. It hurried on to him. Generally, it would have been meeting the meat of the bat.
That looks like the caramel cake when Mr. Rafe took a chunk out of it. Same kind of damage he can do to a piece of dessert as well. He's a big lad.
Let's look at that in another angle here. You could see that chipping off.
Great camera work there. Well done. 7. Oh, 6, pardon me. 7 is on the other side. All fun and games at the D10, but not for that bat. Rest in peace, my friend. You did what you could. But now your story has been told. That just shows that Tahir Zaman has that pace to trouble you. Good looking gents. Oh, there he is. Mr. 6, give us a wave. Lovely pink shirt. Thank you. And good to see he's under the brolly. Very, very hot indeed.
Well, the hardest working gentleman you would see, regardless of what the weather is and the conditions are, they're out there throughout the day and night.
Oh, I thought you meant me. I'm not as hardworking for sure. Meanwhile.
Well, we are hardly working, isn't it?
Oh, lovely flick. Nobody on the fence. And that has been nicely clipped by Zainullah.
And now that has come from the meat of the bat. That will give him some confidence. A full toss delivery. And he times it. And it's raced away for boundary.
Yeah, not good bowling from Tahir Zaman. Straying onto the pads with absolutely no buffer on the onside. No square leg, no mid-wicket. Easy pickings. Zainullah is looking good. 29 of 13. By far his highest score of the tournament. We've seen some enterprising youngsters getting 50s like Zainullah Rahmani, his namesake. Oh, swinging across the line. Just bouncing over the sticks. Tahir Zaman has bowled a few cracking deliveries. Luck has not been on his side. How close was that?
Very close to the off stump. Misjudged that delivery. Should have played straight. Looking to play across the line.
Once again, he's being induced by the field setting rather than playing the ball on merit. That is something he needs to have mental discipline about. Flipped in the gap, but there is a deep mid-wicket now. So in the end, pretty decent floating power play for both sides. 10 runs taken, 36 for 1. leg spinner Ibrahim Masood coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. He's a fantastic prospect. 7 wickets in the tournament. Look at that economy rate. He has a big future ahead of him for sure. And he's been one of the rare bowlers in the D10 who have certainly gotten turn. Quickish leg break. And very consistent as well. Has that googly as well, the wrong one. So you need to try to pick him out of the hand because he bowls it quick in the air.
Get it!
This is high. It's a miscue. Long off.
Yeah.
Simple catch for OS Ali Shah. And the spin wizard Ibrahim Masood with immediate impact.
Yes, he has been a revelation, Ibrahim, first in the D series and now in this format as well. Fearless cricketer. Flights the ball up and extracts a wicket in his very first over. Simple catch as Usaid Amin is out for 2 of 3. It's 37 for 2.
Well, here comes the power hitter Abdul Ghaffar. And good to see him batting in the top 4. This is the ideal sweet spot, I feel. Power play overs are done, so he'll have to challenge the fielders on the boundary. And he will say challenge accepted. I don't mind at all. 183 strike rate. He can produce that quick fire cameo. Get 15 off 6, 20 off 10, 25 off 10 even. And change the game. He will be challenged by Ibrahim Masood. Outstanding. He has been, like you mentioned, in the D50, in the D10 as well. Prolific wicket taker. Oh, googly. And well watched by Ghaffar to calmly get off the mark. There was significant turn on that one, Shoaib.
Yeah, the wrist spinners do get some purchase of this wicket if they can land it in the right areas. And Ibrahim Masood has done that on a consistent basis. I really enjoy watching him bowl. Always looking for wickets. That's his intent and attitude. And you want somebody like that in this format.
Almost certainly, he's a game changer. Whatever white ball format it be. Big googly, but a lucky top edge again. And third, Alishan, save your legs. That's always 4.
Zainullah had no idea which way the ball was turning. He was perplexed by that delivery. Luckily, he gets some bat involved in that one. It bounced sharply, came in as well, got some turn. It's just a lucky, streaky boundary for Zainullah.
Yeah, the only thing I could perhaps argue about with Ibrahim Masood that the line was a bit obvious that you're bowling a googly that wide. Just needs to bowl straighter. Then it'll be very difficult to pick. This is close. Maybe got some bat on it. Was looking for that ramp towards fine. Can't do that to a quality bowler.
Yeah, let's look at that again. It got some glove onto it as it hit Zainullah. Shuffling across again. Flighted chance. But it will land in no man's land.
Lucky escape for Zainullah. He certainly rode his luck in that over. Halfway stage. Emirates Reds are 44 for 2. Double change as Shoaib and I take a break. Over to you, Rizwan and Mudassar Ali.
Thank you, Ahmed and Shoaib, for entertaining us. You've been vibrant since yesterday after Lahore Qalandars won the trophy. Alishan starting with a wayward delivery. Not a good start for him. 44 for 2 off 5. In fact, 45. Let's have a look at that wayward down the leg side. Quite hot and humid conditions out in the middle. Good delivery right on the money, and opting to bowl first after winning the toss is Team Sharjah.
And definitely conditions are tough, but tough are these players giving their best, not offering much pace is the mantra for Alishan Sharfu. A blistering knock previous night, took a couple of wickets, and now he's a regular bowler for Khalid Shah, keeping things tight. Even the likes of Ghaffar is taking his own time before he plays those big shots.
Well, I quite like the idea of the skipper getting Abdul Ghaffar to bat up the order. We've seen how destructive he can be in the shorter format. They've made those changes. Can they get that desired result? They're looking for those 2 points. Mudassir.
They need to go beyond 1995. Another excellent delivery. Zainullah, the lone warrior as of now, getting those bulk of runs. Out of 48, he has got 38. And Zahar Farid got an opportunity to bat at top of the order, but not able to grab that opportunity.
There was a bit of mix-up, and it was a run out, unfortunately, for Zawar Farid. But this youngster has taken the responsibility for Emirates Reds. Good delivery, changer from Alishan Sharfu. The off-cutter coming in play, not allowing any pace whatsoever on offer.
Look at that. Another slower delivery. Trying to hit hard. All you need is a good footwork and timing. So boundaryless over from Alishan Sharfu. Keeping things tight. Sharjah bowler. 6 overs gone. 49 for the loss of 2.
Ibrahim Masood will continue. Just given away those 8 runs and picked up a wicket. Trying to play towards that fine leg region. Much better line from Ibrahim Masood. Quite energetic, a youngster trying to create a name for himself in the ongoing D10 series. Oh, look at that turn. Look at that turn from Ibrahim Masood.
Not only it's about the purchase or the turn he's able to get from the surface, but also the length has been key. Where every bowler struggled, especially the spinners, to get that extra turn. He's the master when it comes to spinning the ball in the air, fielder settling. And that's the end of Zainullah. Oh!
Not sure whether he has taken it cleanly or not. Are we going upstairs here? Young Zainullah trying to go big. The young Nurullah did a wonderful job. But all we need to wait and watch whether it's a maximum or a catch.
Well, let's have a look at that. He got it right before the line, but in the end, he's missed out on his balance. In the process of staying away, where there you go, that will define. It is a maximum. That is a maximum. Ibrahim unlucky on that occasion, but Zainullah picks up a 6.
To get runs against Ibrahim Masood, you need the support of the fielders.
Oh, lovely, well bowled.
Another swing of the bat from Zainullah. Very impressive. An impactful bowler. Whenever the team needs a wicket, call Ibrahim Masood. He always delivers for the team.
And he's probably in his teenage, Mudassar, quite impressed with the way he's channeled himself into in this tournament. Good with the numbers. This is gone high and handsome. Abdul Ghaffar for you.
This is what happens. He created an opportunity a couple of deliveries ago. Now, all of a sudden, a bit fuller, a long stride from Abdul Ghaffar and goes straight over the bowler. Much needed maximums in this over for Emirates Reds. 62 on board. One more delivery left in this over. 13 they have already got. A good over in progress, Rizwan.
Couple of deliveries, dot deliveries initially. He did create that opportunity, exasperating for the bowler. But Team Emirates Reds will take it any day. They're looking to break the jinx. Another big heave. Does not get the connection right. It'll just be a single. Irfan Yusufzai cleans it up. 7 done and dusted. 63 for 2. The death over specialist is into the attack. Quite impressive with his numbers. Coming from the commentary box and tough conditions, hot and humid. Temperatures hovering about 46 to 47 degrees. 7 wickets. Look at that economic. Quite impressive. 7.46. That's exactly what you would need in the shortest format. He'll be up against the mighty power hitter Abdul Ghaffar. Good delivery right on the money. It's definitely drifting down the leg side. A bit of swing in the air from Irfan Yusufzai.
Himangi thinks there's a bat involved. And the bowler thinks no bat. But clearly pitching outside that leg stick and hitting his front foot, then hitting on the back foot. This young boy is playing gem of a knock here. Under hot conditions, under immense pressure. 17 balls, Rizwan. I think if they can add more 30 runs, it's a good total defend.
Most certainly. Given the conditions, anything above 90 should be ideal for Team Emirates Reds. Good delivery. They steal a single on that occasion. And talking about the batting strength of Team Sharjah, they have Alishan Sharfu, Khalid Shah, Hamid Khan, a power-packed batting lineup. Mudit Agarwal doing the glove work today. He's got that opportunity. So they would try to restrict them under 90, but anything between 90 to 90, they will still fancy their chances in chasing this down.
And I also like winning the toss and opting to bowl first. The break they can go, they can just relax, and two batters can get some time. Another brilliant delivery. It all depends on the conditions and how you adapt to the conditions, and how important is the role of toss. Right decision by Mudit Agarwal to bowl first.
That's been the norm, especially during the day games. Team batting second have had that advantage because it's quite hot, and as the evening progresses, it tends to cool down a little bit. That could be the reason they've opted to bowl first. And when you are chasing down, you have a target on your mind, and you can break it down into phase by phase and get to that total.
Absolutely, and good to see they are challenging themselves with so much of cricket happening here in UAE. We have our own league. We can see the fitness level has gone up. Now these players, they're 100% fit enough to represent the team here in the domestic circuit. This over is all about singles. It's not only about the runs and the wickets. The selectors, they are also keeping an eye on your fitness level.
Absolutely. And looking at that particular over, he's kept Abdul Ghaffar at bay. He knows he's a power striker. He's darted in those full length Yorkers, not allowing any room whatsoever. Can he finish it off well? Good delivery. Just a single. 6 runs conceded off that particular over. 8 gone, 69 for 2. Given away 5 runs in the previous over, has been given the responsibility to bowl the penultimate over. Zainullah 49 of 29. Gets to his 50. And it's racing towards the boundary ropes. He knew where the field was placed and gets to his 50 in style.
You take a bow. What a knock. Under tough conditions, under immense pressure, the young boy delivers for his side. Zainullah making a name for himself, got an opportunity to bat top of the order, 8 fours and 1 6, and strike rate of almost 180 for young Zainullah. And that is the reason they were able to go at around 9 runs per over thanks to this boy.
Well, he's taken that responsibility on his shoulders. He made sure their team gets to a respectable total. And now it is at the onus of Abdul Ghaffar. Can he strike big, difficult against Alishan Sharfu? He's got to be mindful of those short deliveries. Remember, it's the shortest boundary on the onside. So he'll be darting in to that 4th stump channel. But this will be an interesting contest. Straight up. Alishan Sharfu calling it and is comfortably taking it. He's picked 2 yesterday off his own bowling, and yet again today getting the prize scalp of Ghaffar.
Safe hands. Another change of pace delivery. The variations are key on this track, and look at that. An excellent catch taken of his own bowling. He strikes Alishan for Sharjah, and Ghaffar departs here, managing 13 in 10 balls, 74 for the loss of 3.
Taimur Mirza walks out to the center. He's got 9 legal deliveries. Can he put up a show here? 87 runs so far. The numbers certainly does not justify what he's capable of. In comes Alishan Sherfo. Goes for a big heave. And will find the fence. What a start for Taimur Ali.
I do understand he did not got any big score in this tournament, but the strike rate is almost 150. That is what matters now for Emirates right from the blade off for Taimur. Off to a good start. The change of pace, back of length, weighted and played towards that offside region. 4 runs.
Good delivery, but within the tram line, you've got to wait for those slower deliveries, isn't it, Mudassir? Especially when you're playing at this level, you tend to see those seamers clocking about 125, 130.
16 dot deliveries in this 53 balls. It's a crime. You need to rotate the strike. Yes, they have got those boundaries, but playing too many dot deliveries, it will hurt them. Change of pace, way outside the off stump. There was an initial movement from Taimur, but it was way outside that line. A good call.
Yeah, just a polite inquiry from Alishan Sherfo. But it's been all right with the bowling figures so far, Alishan Sherfo. Yeah, quite away from the tram line. Rightly called. Straight towards the mid-wicket fielder. Will just be a single to conclude the over. 16 is what Alishan has given away in his 2 overs. 9 overs gone. 80 for 3.
So 80 on board, and we are getting ready for the final over of this innings. They should go beyond that 90, but it won't be easy because it's the specialist Irfan Yusufzai to bowl that final over. Taimur on strike. A big heave, running hard. And Zainullah, he's tired. He's out there in the middle since ball 1.
You're absolutely right. Let's have a look at the way he scored those runs to all corners of the park, getting right of the meat of the bat. Quite strong towards the offside extra cover region. Phenomenal. And especially when you're getting it right of the sweet spot, it's always a treat to watch that young lad. Another changer. Well, they have been spot on with those deliveries. Irfan yet again not allowing any pace whatsoever on offer.
I like the way he got those runs. In fact, Zainullah did not give away his wicket. He just waited for those bad deliveries, got those boundaries and a maximum. 4 deliveries left in this innings. Can they find a boundary here? The block hole. What a delivery. Brilliant.
We did speak about the number of dot balls. That one's darting in a full length Yorker. I must say the bowling department has been spectacular. They've managed to produce those dot deliveries quite comfortably.
Poor shot selection. Oh, Irfan Yusufzai dejected, furious. He thinks he has got his man, but what matters is that finger not going up.
Oh, he can't believe. He is devastated. Taimur shuffled. Oh, that was close. That was close. Taimur will consider himself lucky.
I think there was a bat involved because Kamran, the on-field umpire, he thinks there's a bat involved in that. Another change of pace, a delivery here, a single. So this over is all about singles and in between a dot delivery. What a super over in progress.
They had a great start, just could not do well in the middle overs.
Now, the toe of the bat. I think there was a contact, but an excellent decision, I would say, from Kamran. Making room, and at last a good connection. One bounce, 4 runs, a much needed boundary.
Oh, certainly that was much needed for Emirates Reds. He'll be happy with that finish, getting a boundary of the final delivery. Gives himself a bit of room, gets it in the slot and deposited towards the long off region for a boundary. That was hit with some brute force from the willow of Taimur Ali.
Unbeaten was Zainullah at the end of first innings. The young warrior for Emirates Reds. What a brilliant half century. And the young boy took Emirates to 88 for the loss of 3. With the senior batters they struggled. He rises to the occasion. 56 of just 33 balls and 11 for Taimur. Couple of extras. Discipline in the bowling. The likes of Awais, he bowled quite well. So was the Tahir Zaman, but the young magician Ibrahim Masood yet again among the wickets, and Alishan Sharfu very economical and also a wicket in his kitty. Irfan Yusufzai showing his class, going for just 14 runs, winning the toss and opting to bowl first. The bowlers did a pretty good job keeping things tight. Zawar Farid and Zainullah both started off really well, getting those quick boundaries. Then never needed a mix-up, and that was the end of Zawar, this young boy. Played across all corners of the ground, getting those boundaries and maximum. Flick of the wrist. The placement has been impeccable for Zainullah. The run machine for Reds. He departed early, Usaid, but Zainullah, he was in tremendous form and he got some support from Zawar. In fact, it was Abdul Ghaffar, but the change of pace by Alishan Sharfu led to the fall of the batter. And Taimur came in, got a couple of boundaries. And Emirates Reds, at the end of first innings, they managed 88. So we'll dive into short break once we are back. Sharjah requires 89 to register a couple of points in their kitty.
Hello and a very warm welcome from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's time for the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode. Match number 25, second innings is just about to begin as Emirates Reds take on Sharjah. Emirates Red batting first, got to a total of 88 in their 10 overs. They only lost 3 wickets but just couldn't accelerate in the fag end of the innings. Thanks to a good knock from Zainullah scoring 56 of 33, and that enabled Emirates Reds to get to 88. Overall, decent bowling performance from Sharjah. They bowled well, didn't give away too many runs. The 2 successful bowlers, Ibrahim Masood and Alishan Sharafu, getting a wicket to their name. So Alishan Sharfu will be opening the innings as expected alongside his skipper Khalid Shah. Alishan has had a great run in the tournament. Remember, he joined the Sharjah side after the bilateral series between UAE and Bangladesh, and since then he's played 3 matches. This is his third, a strike rate of 214, and definitely in good form. Along with him is the skipper Khalid Shah. 7 innings for him. Hasn't had a great run in the tournament, but this game could be the game where he gets into the rhythm and gets some runs as well. Abdul Ghaffar, he'll be bowling with the new ball. 10 wickets for him. He's bowled well. Economy of 10 is really good in this format. And he'll hold the key for Emirates Reds. That's the field setting for you. 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. There is a deep mid-wicket for Alishan Sharafu and a deep point in place. And we're all set for the first ball of the second innings to be bowled. My name is Shoaib, and with me in the comm box is Mudassir Ali.
Straight away, off the mark, in style. This is the class of young boy Alishan Sharafu. Not afraid to take on Abdul Ghaffar on the very first ball of this innings.
Now on the pads, all he had to do was time it, and he's in such great form. He's not going to miss out on that. Knows exactly where the fielders were and looks to play straight down the ground and not across the line. Excellent timing from Alishan, and he's off the mark with a 4. And Abdul Ghaffar strikes back. Full delivery. Alishan Sharfu misses. And he'll have to depart. Celebration time for Abdul Ghaffar. That's a special wicket.
Oh, what a comeback. For going for a boundary. Straight away that variation, change of pace, trying to go big. And he misses the line completely. Beautiful delivery from Abdul Ghaffar. And he knows the importance of this wicket. Early setback for Sharjah. A run machine, Alishan Sharfu departs, managing just 4 runs. Sharjah 4 for the loss of 1. Young Alishan Sharfu is back in the hut and arrives another youngster. Always Sharjah management and the captain backing this young lad, Nurullah Yobi. Short of runs in this tournament. Got plenty of runs in Inter-Emirates under 19. And he's up against a Ghaffar. Onto the pads, straight away off the mark. Conditions are really tough out there in the middle. He started off really well, Alishan, but he lost his wicket to that change of pace. A well disguised, slower delivery and knocks the off stump of Alishan Sharfu. A good start for Abdul Ghaffar and for Emirates Reds. Temperatures hovering around 44-45 degrees Celsius, and it's really tough for the players out there. In the comm box we have air conditioner, but good to see my co-commentator having timely liquids.
Well, I have a different reason for that, Mudassir. I'm trying to shed at least 20 kilos, which I'm carrying excess weight, and I need to reduce that. And I've been told that drinking water helps. Meanwhile, that's a good delivery, just outside off, and in no position to play that. Some movement in the air for Abdul Ghaffar.
Oh, absolutely. And I completely forgot to tell you, the lunch we have got Hyderabadi biryani.
Yeah, the diet can wait. I think we can restart after lunch. That's a good shot. Using his feet. And he's launched it on the roof. Khalid Shah is up and running.
A good looking shot. The first maximum of this innings. This is how you get runs on the surface. Coming down the track, what a connection. Riding high on confidence. In command is Khalid Shah. So 11 runs so far, one more delivery left. It's all about the intent, how you approach the chase. Though they have lost Ali Shan, good to see Khalid Shah getting that maximum. Sensible piece of batting. A single to end the over number 1. Sharjah 12 for 1.
So this is how the teams stand at the moment. Fujairah are at the top with 12 points. Emirates Blues closely following at 10 points. Just that difference of one win between the two. Sharjah is at number 3. Abu Dhabi and Dubai are tied at 6 points for the 4th and 5th position. Emirates Reds, they started off well, but then they've just lost steam in this tournament as Ajman have registered their first win yesterday. And they've got 2 games to play today, Ajman. So it is getting intense in the points table, Mudassir.
Well bowled, Usaid bhai, well bowled, Shabba.
Absolutely.
Shabba, Usaid
All
bhai,
the
Shabba,
teams
Usaid
are
bhai,
in
Shabba.
contention for the semi-final spot. Spinner has been introduced early to the attack. Another big heave. Ball watching is the fielder at long on. The second maximum.
Koi nahi,
Boom,
Shabba,
boom.
Shabba.
Khalid Shah goes big.
That was in the slot for Khalid, and he was just looking to break the shackles. Goes for that expansive shot over long on. Gets it right from the middle. And now just pushes it in the gap.
Taimur bhai, ek hai, Taimur
He's
bhai, ek
looking
hai.
for 2. And they get back. That's good. Good running.
Come on, Zaina.
Not the best of fielding from Zainullah Zain.
Excellent running between the wickets, putting that pressure on the fielder. Oh, he covered that ground quickly.
Taimur bhai, ek hai,
Zainullah.
Taimur bhai, ek hai.
Always interested is Khalid Shah. To be back on strike and respond to the call of Shah is Ayubi.
Uppishly played. And 1 bounce over the ropes for 4. That's nicely done. A lot of control shown on that occasion from Khalid Shah. Latches onto that ball, poor delivery, and punishes it.
I like the way he's getting those runs. On the previous delivery, he played on the front foot, which forced Usaid to bowl that back off length and quickly shifting his weight on the back foot and goes towards that offside region. So 12 runs so far. Excellent batting. This is what happens when you leak runs. The pressure building on Usaid Amin. An extra wide has been called.
Usaid bhai, Shabba Usaid bhai.
One more time. The result remains the same. 4 runs for Khalid Shah and more runs for Sharjah.
Well, he's looking in good form now, Khalid Shah. He's enjoying his batting, and this is where he's the most dangerous. Uppishly played. He knows exactly where the fielders are. On the offside, he goes up and over and gets another boundary to his name. 23 of 8 deliveries as Sharjah have cruised to 29. One more ball to go. He'll go aerial again, same area, even better connection this time, and back-to-back boundaries for Khalid Shah.
Making sure to get those quick runs, and what a power play for Sharjah. Coming around the wicket, not helping the cause for Usaid Amin. 4 runs to end the over number 2. And Khalid Shah, quickly he moves to 27 in 9 deliveries, 33 for the loss of 1. What a start for Sharjah. The right time, getting those runs is Khalid Shah, and looking for wickets is Mohammad Shadad, and he introduces a young Ali Asghar Shams. Just couple of wickets. An economy under 10 runs per over.
Catch it, catch
In the
it.
air. Faraz comes in. Oh, what a take. He is having an excellent tournament in the field. Like a flying saucer. Takes yet again a brilliant catch.
Well, Farazuddin, he's not human. He's superhuman. And this is another excellent catch. He took one stellar catch yesterday, and he's backed it up and followed it up with another beauty. Nurullah Ayubi out for a duck. It's 33 for 2. New batter in Mudit Agarwal. Young, budding wicketkeeper batter for Sharjah. He's been sent out to give company to Khalid Shah. It's not a power play over, so he's got caps available, Mudassir. He can just feed the strike back to Khalid and let him do the heavy lifting.
Lost a couple of games, Sharjah. Yet again backing the youngsters. And Ali Asghar, what a start. Just losing his grip. Oh, brilliantly done by Farazuddin. A terrific fielder. Always busy at the boundary line. Fielding is one department which you can control, and you need to enjoy your fielding. with his soft hands. More responsibility on the shoulder of Khalid Shah after losing Ali Shan and Nurul Ayubi. At the same time, though they are struggling, Sharjah, good to see they are backing the youngsters.
Oh, clean bowled. The youngster has not been able to perform today through the defences, and he'll have to walk back. What a delivery from Ali Asgar. Emirates Reds making a match out of this one. Flighted, and he played all over it. Poor shot selection from Mudit Agarwal. Big gap between bat and pad, not getting close to the ball. A lot at fault, and he'll have to pay the price here. He walks back, another duck walking back for Sharjah. Mudit Agarwal out for 0 of 2. It's 35 for 3. New batter in, Hamid Khan. He's been given a different role since the arrival of Alishan Sharfu. 7 matches, 184 strike rate, best of 53. But he's the most dangerous when he's at the top of the order. But because Alishan Sharfu is batting at the top with Khalid Shah, he comes out to bat at number 5 and starts with a single to get to the non-striking end. What do you make of this decision, Mudassir? We'll come back to that. Let's quickly look at why Hamid Khan is out there. Just a nothing shot, really, from Mudit. Big gap. Not playing close to the body. So Hamid Khan batting at number 5 for Sharjah.
This over was all about singles and couple of wickets, and we'll come back to that conversation regarding Hamid Khan in the next over. 3 overs done, 37 for the loss of 3. The signal comes in for the floating power play. But still, 3 fielders outside 30-yard circle, taking his own time. Is young Mohammad Shadad adjusting his field, making sure the right fielders are at the right position. It will be Khalid Shah up against Arslan. 2 fielders towards the leg side for Arslan Ahmed. Early days in D series, a wicket to his name. But he has been expensive, and he'll be up against the informed Khalid Shah.
Starts with a good delivery, a Yorker Arslan, and Khalid does well to dig that out. They look to accelerate. Not a bad idea to take a power play over now. And Mudassir, back to the same question. Hamid Khan batting at number 5.
I think he's a kind of a player. It doesn't matter whether he's batting at top of the order or comes in the middle order. He's an attacking batter, and we have seen previous day a quick fire 20 odd runs to win the game for his side, coming at number 4 position. But there was an edge, but the young wicketkeeper Ahmed puts down a sitter. Khalid Shah survives.
Well, that was a simple catch. Arslan will be heartbroken. Could have been his first wicket. Thick edge and a very awkward position to be taking that catch. Fingers raising towards the sky and trying to go the Australian way. Completely making a mess of that one.
Had a good tournament behind the stumps, young Ahmed, but made a mistake. And lucky escape for Khalid Shah. And now this will be a good battle between Arslan and Hamid. Just a couple of fielders outside the 30-yard circle for Hamid Khan.
That's nicely bowled, but equally well played. Pierced the gap on the offside. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Just the class of Hamid Khan.
Modern day cricketer Hamid Khan. And hard hitting batter. Oh, brilliant delivery and well managed. And top of that, he manages to keep it away from the reach of mid-off fielder. 4 runs, the first boundary for Hamid Khan. How important is technique in the modern day cricket, Shoaib?
It's changed, right? The outlook, the approach with the T20 cricket gaining popularity, and now the 10-over format as well. All of that is irrelevant. How you score runs is important. If you can do that and still not follow the right technique, it doesn't matter. Hamid, for example, has been a case study. He doesn't have a very good-looking technique or very sound technique, doesn't play the orthodox way, but he's still very effective.
In the block hole and played inside out. No stopping and 4 runs. So leaking runs is Arslan trying to bowl in the block hole, but excellent piece of batting from Khalid Shah.
Yeah, I think Arslan has erred in that line and length on that occasion. He's got 2 fielders on the boundary ropes at long on and deep mid-wicket. So you can't be bowling outside off and expect that Khalid Shah will not hit it. He has to bowl straighter on the middle and leg and then look to get a wicket from that angle. But if you keep bowling outside off with that field, you're asking for trouble. That's much better, a lot straighter, but this is very well done. He's played it late, he's played it in the gap, and Arslan, well, he finds himself to be helpless on that occasion. 4 overs done. The 50 comes up for Sharjah. It's 51 for 3.
So runs for Khalid Shah and runs for Sharjah. Clever piece of batting to end that over with a boundary.
$51 for 3. Looking to go big, Hamid Khan. And it's in the gap. Well, didn't look like it's going to go all the way. I thought there's protection in the deep, but it has managed to cross the ropes. First boundary of the over for Hamid Khan.
Getting runs in his own style, clearing that front leg. Not a good connection. But there was a miscommunication between 2 fielders. Square leg and deep mid-wicket resulted in a boundary. Another flighted delivery in the air, but away from fielder. Back-to-back boundaries in the same area. Hamid Khan looking dangerous.
Yeah, this time the fielders had no chance. There's a big gap between mid-wicket and square leg, and he's managed to play that. Again, very unorthodox. Little too full. Generally, you would see batters going towards mid-wicket, but he played that towards square leg. Now, that is vintage Hamid Khan. Again in the slot, and up and over long off. Huge hit.
Spoiling the figures of Ali Asghar Shams. Couple of boundaries, then a maximum. It doesn't matter at which number he bats. He knows how to get those runs. A brilliant hit. No chance for the long off fielder. Oh. Hand-eye coordination from Hamid Khan. What an effort. What an effort from Usaid Amin. 19, in fact 17 runs. I wonder, after his retirement, if he take up the role of a coach, how he's going to train the young boys, Hamid Khan.
Well, he'll just tell them, see ball, hit ball. That seems to be his plan, and it works for him. Takes a quick run. But he's a special cricketer, let me tell you. We can say that he's unorthodox, he doesn't have the technique, but he scored tons of runs. And for me, that is important.
Absolutely, a true match winner with a bat. Just 22 needed. With offered and one bounce into the hands of Zawar Farid. An expensive over from Ali Asghar Shams. 5 overs done. Sharjah in a comfortable position, 68 for the loss of 3, and there will be change in the voices in the com box. For the next set of 5, it will be Rizwanur Rahman. Alongside him is the happy man, Ahmad Khwaja.
Thank you very much, Shoaib and Mudassir. Mohammad Farazuddin, quality off spinner, coming on to bowl. 4 wickets in the tournament. He hasn't bowled as regularly as I would have liked. So let's see if he can create an impact here. Bit of a drag down, got away with it. Rizwanur Rahman, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Ahmad Khwaja. You send him at any position, he will create those fireworks in the daylight. Hamid Khan, special for you so far. 23 of 9 deliveries. And Khalid Shah also finding those runs for his team.
Yeah, absolutely. Such a terrific player in this D10 format, Hamid Khan. Sacrificing for the side, usually an opener by trade. But like you mentioned, anywhere in the batting order. Oh, this is miscued. But will land in front of the long leg. Lucky escape for Khalid Shah. It's taken him a bit of time to get going in the D10, but looking good this afternoon.
He'll be happy with that. That is, as he's been able to find those runs, especially when you're getting close to the business end of the tournament. Halfway stage as of now. But his contribution will be critical for the team.
Flat and just over long leg. Hamid Khan dictating terms.
Remember, it's the longer boundary on the onside for Hamid Khan, and he's cleared it with comfort and ease.
He's been missing his length in this over, Farazuddin. Too many drag downs. There's only so many times you can get away with it. Look at that wonderful swivel, generating that bat speed to clear the fence. Barrage of 6s in the last 15 balls and plenty of boundaries as well has taken the game away from the Reds. Oh, this is big. This is out of the sweet spot. Half a dozen on the roof.
Good camera work there. Hamid Khan yet again launching a massive 6. It was in the slot for him. With pace on offer, he's deposited that on the roof.
Like you mentioned, right in his hitting arc. And he teed off in style. Well, that is a souvenir for anybody who's brave enough. Go to the roof and collect one from Hamid Khan. Maybe get it signed by him as well. I'm sure he'd love to give an autograph. Less than 10 runs required. It's a power show put on by the home team. 47-run partnership in just 3 overs. This is belligerent, clean hitting from Sharjah. And a wonderful front foot defense, right out of the textbook.
When did you see that last time from the blade of Hamid Khan?
Are there elephants flying over the Sharjah Cricket Stadium? Is there a comet going across the sky? That is the shot of the match. I need a replay of that one to save it in my memory bank. All fun and games at the D10.
Hamid Khan, ever since he's arrived, just fireworks here.
Oh, he's trying to play for a draw here. Can he save the day for Sharjah? Can they come in not out? 82 for 3. Khalid Shah will want to finish the game here. Navodaya Vijaya Kumara marking out his run-up. And yet again Emirates Reds, even though they got a contribution from the top order today, at least 15 runs short of what would be a desirable score. 5 wickets in the tournament, so Navodaya has been doing relatively well. Good economy rate. Lively medium pace. Mixes it up nicely. On the pads and tickled away. Khalid Shah with a gift.
Easy pickings for Khalid Shah. I'm not too sure if he can get to his personal milestone. He can if he can produce a massive 6 here. That was drifting down the leg, slow delivery from Navodaya, and the ball will find the fence.
Just helped it on its way. Yet another deflating performance here from the Reds. They are just not able to find the winning formula since we've returned after the summer break. Oh, backed away a bit too much. Slow delivery. Khalid Shah is certainly looking for that 6 here as one.
Oh, he certainly is. He was eyeing that extra cover region. But this is good stuff from Khalid Shah. Is able to find that form. As Luqman Faisal is injured, Alishan Sharfu and Khalid Shah will be the perfect opening pair for Team Sharjah.
Yeah, they're also missing Mohammad Irfan, one of their key players. So good to see the captain stepping up. Chopped it away. Just smart bowling from Navodaya. Trying to bowl wide of off, making Khalid Shah chase the ball. Sharjah looking good here. Can they be stopped in this edition of the D10?
Different players have risen to the occasion. The likes of Daniel Liaquat earlier on, spectacular. Missing out today probably could be because of an injury. I'm not too sure about it. But what a player he is.
Oh, he certainly is. This is high. It's a chance for a catch at deep mid. And nobody could get there. It was in the air for an absolute age. So 1 run to win. And that 50 is still possible with a boundary. Khalid Shah, big smiles, and why not? It always feels good to have runs under your belt.
Absolutely. Tough conditions, not easy to bat on. Zainullah contributing well for Emirates Reds. It's just that the middle order did not fire. And Khalid Shah and Hamid Khan. Look at the score of Hamid Khan. 35 of 13 deliveries. Quite impressive.
Oh, he is a destructor, that is for sure. Up and over extra. They will win the game and the captain will get his half century. Well played Sharjah, a commanding performance to say the least.
Brilliant all-round performance from the team Sharjah. With the ball was Ibrahim Masood and with the bat Khalid Shah and Hamid Khan closing out the game in quick time.
Handshakes all round, but they have completely outclassed their opposition, winning comfortably by 7 wickets and plenty of time with 3 overs to spare in fact. Even though they lost Alishan Sharifu early, did not matter because the captain was in fine form. Once again back to the drawing board for Emirates Reds.
And that will give them significant amount of boost on the net run rate. Alishan unlucky today, he's picked up a boundary but Ghaffar came back well. Khalid Shah remained unbeaten, 50 of 22. Couple of ducks, Nurullah and Mudit could not get going, but it was Hamid Khan in the end scoring 35 of 13 deliveries.
Fabulous partnership here for the 4th wicket. That settled the contest. 35 for 3 they were. Ali Asghar Shams 2 wickets. Abdul Ghaffar bowled a cracker to get rid of Alishan Sharifu as well. But when Hamid Khan and Khalid Shah combined, they were unstoppable and nothing the Emirates Reds bowlers could do. Taking a look at the highlights of this run chase. Alishan started well but then got cleaned up by a ripper from Abdul Ghaffar. But Khalid Shah was timing the ball well, sending the ball flying to all parts. Long off, long on, extra, cover point. Everything was within his range today. Nurullah with a poor shot, playing across the line and miscuing it. Good catch taken by Farazuddin. Mudit playing all around that one. But when they required the boundaries and the sixes, Hamid Khan delivered alongside his captain. Farazuddin was taken for a ride for a couple of sixes as well. And Naodia could not create that impact. The captain reaching his 50 and the target with a sensational boundary. Well played indeed, Khalid Shah, and he is delighted. So match number 25 of the 7 districts presents Emirates D10. Done and dusted. Emirates Reds could only manage 88 runs despite a valiant half century by Zainullah Khan, 56 of 33. Alishan Sharifu 1 wicket and Ibrahim Masood bowled really well, 1 for 22. Sharjah wrapped up the target in just 6.5 overs, led by Khalid Shah's 50 and Hamid Khan's belligerent 35 of just 13 deliveries. 2 wickets for Ali Asghar Shams and 1 for Abdul Ghaffar, but in the end Sharjah winning comfortably by 7 wickets and 3 overs to spare. So let's have a glance at the points table then. There will be some movement on it. Fujairah are still first, but Sharjah have moved into second. 5 wins out of 8 games. They're on 10 points and an excellent net run rate has them above Emirates Blues for now. But Emirates Blues have 2 games in hand. Emirates Reds, meanwhile, have only won 2 games and they're struggling to play catch-up with the likes of Abu Dhabi and Dubai. But still, the 4th position is well and truly open for 4 teams. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Emirates Reds and even Ajman, who got a victory last night, will feel that they are within striking range for sure. Sharjah finding their form at the right stage of the tournament. Fujairah looking good as well. Emirates Blues have been brilliant. 5 wins in just 6 matches. So they can certainly overtake Fujairah and Sharjah very, very soon. Most runs in the tournament. Mayank Chaudhary still up top. Rohan Mustafa creeping in there. Dania Liaquat did not get an opportunity to bat today, so he's fallen behind a touch. Ali Abid for Abu Dhabi has been outstanding as well, even though Abu Dhabi themselves have been hit and miss in the D10 so far. And of course, we will have the likes of Ronak Paloi in action later this afternoon. Rohan Mustafa, Ronak Panoli, Ali Abid, Dania Liaquat, but Mayank Chaudhary, the captain of Fujairah, has been the one in truly dominating form. 200 plus runs in the tournament, highest score of 58. So we've seen it's been those quick fire innings, excellent strike rates around 185, 160. Everybody has been getting on with the game, and that is the demand of the D10 format. course, another 3 matches coming in later this evening as well. What about the most wickets? Abdul Ghaffar once again adding one more to the tally when he clean bowled Ali Shan Sharafov. So he's created a bit of a gap between him and Keshav Sharma. Mohammad Irfan, the Dubai speedster, has been very good as well. Economy rate slightly on the higher side, but he does bowl in the death overs when the slog is well and truly. And Wahab Hassan has been outstanding. He's got the best economy rate in the top 5 as well. 8 wickets in his 8 matches. Ibrahim Masood making progress as well with his wicket today. 8 wickets in 8 matches. He's been brilliant for Sharjah, to say the least. And certainly by the time the tournament is said and done in the group stage, I do feel Ibrahim Masood will be in strong contention to be number 1. Right then, updated you with all the stats and numbers and the points table. Let's head downstairs with Shoaib for the post-match.
Good evening and welcome. It's time for the post-match presentation for the game played between Sharjah and Emirates Reds. Emirates Reds batting first could only muster 88 in their 10 overs. They didn't lose too many wickets, but the runs were never going to be enough, especially with the kind of batting order that Sharjah possessed. They came out in the second innings and were dominant right from ball number 1. Brilliant batting from Sharjah has enabled them to win the game by 7 wickets and in the process also getting those 2 important points to their name. Well, it's time for us to announce the player of the match, and as always, we've been joined by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the memento in his hand, and this goes to a brilliant knock from the skipper of Sharjah, Khalid Shah, scoring a 50 in a 10-over game. Absolutely brilliant performance from the skipper. Khalid, congratulations. Happy with this performance?
Yes, obviously. Always on a winning note when such performance comes, so it's a positive sign for the team, for me as a skipper. So very happy with this.
It was needed because you were due for some runs in the first few matches. You were looking good, but were not able to capitalize on the starts that you got.
Yes, obviously. It's a T10 format, and sometimes it can happen, failure initial stage of the inning, that can be part of it. But, the kind of a team which we have, looking at Ali Shan and also, I was quite relaxed initially, but today again we were short of a batsman. Daniel was not playing and Ali got out earlier, so responsibility was supposed to be taken by me, and alhamdulillah, I did.
You mentioned about Ali Shan Sharfu. You've also got the services of Hamid Khan. It's a good problem to have when you have so many good batters in your side.
Yeah, always good problem, good headache to have it, because in the upcoming matches you might be expecting Mohammad Irfan coming back from the injury, Khuzaima Tanveer, so it will be tough for the guys to be in the 11, but obviously at the end of the day it becomes to the team game, and whatever is suitable and against the position and the type of wicket we are playing on, so it depends on that.
Enjoyed your innings. All the best for the future games.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Khalid Shah, the player of the match and also the skipper of Team Sharjah, thoroughly enjoyed his innings. That's it from the post-match presentation, although we've got another 3 games lined up for you for today. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Another exciting encounter awaits us at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's Ajman taking on Emirates Blues. Toss time. I've got the two captains with me. For Ajman, it's Ansh Tandon. For Emirates Blues, it's Nasir Faraz. And on to my extreme left is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is Ajman. So, Ansh, you'll flip. Nasir, you'll call. Tails is the call. Tails it is. So, Nasir, मुबारक हो आपको टॉस जीत गए क्या करेंगे और क्यों
बॉलिंग करेंगे क्योंकि चेज़ अच्छा हो रहा है यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं यही रीज़न है
ओवरऑल अच्छी शुरुआत भी हुई और जो मोमेंटम आपने बनाया है विनिंग मोमेंटम उसको बरकरार रखना चाहेंगे
बिल्कुल बॉयज़ को क्रेडिट जाता है जो एक टीम बन के खेल रहे हैं और सारे सीनियर हैं मेरे और सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं तो इसी चीज़ का रिज़ल्ट है
कोई ऐसा एरिया जहाँ पे आप इम्प्रूव करना चाहेंगे पिछले गेम को देखते हुए
हाँ थोड़ा हम फील्डिंग में इम्प्रूव करना चाहेंगे
और बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं क्या स्कोर चेज करना चाहेंगे
100 के नीचे कोई भी चेजेबल है
और टीम न्यूज़ बताइए क्या चेंजेस है
शहबाज इन है शकीब इन है और हुनैन इन है और फ़हद और वो रेस्ट में है उज़ैर
ऑल द बेस्ट
थैंक यू
अंश दे आर बॉलिंग फर्स्ट व्हाट वाज योर प्लान
I think my plan was the same as well because in T10 it's a very short format and everyone likes chasing. So I think that would be a better option for us as well. But we don't mind that because we have been doing well batting first the last two games. So both things works.
Good win, your first win of the series yesterday. You'd want to take that and build on that now.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about getting that momentum, and once you get that win, it's all about just taking it on from there. And I think the team has really bought themselves back, and I think it's only upwards from here.
Your personal form has been good. You've been hitting the ball clean. You'll be happy with that.
Yes, I've been happy with that, but it would be better if I can just convert those 30s into 50s in the short format, and get my team to win the games, and that's what matters.
Give us your team news.
We just have one change. Muzammil is out and Ankur is in.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Right, so the news that Emirates Blues have won the toss and they have decided to bowl first. Another exciting encounter awaits us at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's Ajman taking on Emirates Blues. Toss time. I've got the two captains with me. For Ajman, it's Ansh. What was your plan that now? The ball clean. You'll be happy with that. Given that now. What was your plan? और bowling कर रहे हैं क्या स्कोर चेज करना चाहेंगे
100 के नीचे कोई भी चेजेबल है
और टीम न्यूज़ बताइए क्या चेंजेस है
शहबाज इन है शकीब इन है और हुनैन इन है और फ़हद और वो रेस्ट में है उज़ैर
ऑल द बेस्ट
थैंक यू